One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Buffalo Bulls. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Buffalo Bulls offense has the ball first today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Complete. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situations. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. And some room to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's on target and complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it. Couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Back open in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Dykes. On target over the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Under fire. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. UConn will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Bulls. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Here's a heat. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've reached the break. Buffalo has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to throw, it's Dykes. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Dykes. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Buffalo! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Dykes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Dykes. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kick is in the air. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35. UConn, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The give to the single back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Game 2. Number 14, on to kick it away.
Cradles it at the 35. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half.
35. UConn, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind. But
there he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Watson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And his foot's just inside that right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Bringing the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a away first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dykes. Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? UConn will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Running back searching for a hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to pass. It's Dykes. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Buffalo, 49. UConn, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got room on the return. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
UConn, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. You just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They punted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Across the 45. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Runs out of bounds at the 23.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Bulls look to do some damage in the red zone. Gets it out fast. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulls. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air. It's Stanley. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. UConn will have to punt it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
Turning on the Jets. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw it, Stanley. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 10. Touchdown, Buffalo. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The UConn offense goes back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. This UConn offense really has it going. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this goal line defense? On 1st down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on 2nd down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll send out the kicker here. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football.
Breaks into the open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's got him wide open. And he crosses the goal line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.